moving on to my favorite part of the show. Why would he say that? Look, I know this is now probably going on 5-6 days old, but we had a bunch of issues last week, and so we were sporadic last week, to say the least. Stephen A. Smith being in First Take, feeling like this is really for media in general, but First Take, this happened, right? So First Take, Cam Newton called Drake May fool's gold, and then they did their whole little thing of like, well, we're the number one morning show, and they run off all these numbers, and we're the best morning show, we're the biggest this, the biggest that. Everybody knows First Take. Oh, they all know who we are. Listen, the worst thing, because here's the thing, First Take could be right. First Take could be right that they are like, let's take them for their word that Drake May is lying. That Drake May he is aware of First Take, and he is aware because he heard these comments that he knows them and they're this successful and they're this big and athletes everywhere know about them, and except let's say it's face value, right? Even though multiple NFL professional athletes, former and current, go, do you know what time we are doing playbook install, what time we're at practice? We're not watching First Take. Like, it might be on in the facility, but it's not what we're doing, right? They have actual, their job to do. But here's the thing, and this I think is the bigger issue. Media members need to have thicker skin. Objectively. Especially national media members need to have thicker skin. You cannot be the guys who go out there and critique everybody and go, he's not playing well, and be negative whenever you want, and then be upset because someone's negative towards you? Hear me out. If Drake May just says, look, I don't know this show, I think those comments were dumb. Say not even that I don't know the show. Just say, the comments were dumb. What are you doing? Means nothing to me. Why is that any different than when Stephen A. Smith, who's going to go on today, or Ryan Clark, or anyone who's a part of that show, or anyone who's a part of national media, goes on and rips guys? Because they're going to do it. The athletes are very well aware this is going to happen. So what about, hey, they're ripping us, I'm going to rip them back? And what is the problem here? The problem is when you have thin-skinned reporters who want to go on and say, this guy's not good, this guy's terrible, I just negative. I've talked about this for years. And then they finally get ripped. It's like, well, do you know what my credentials are? Do you know what their credentials are? That's a starting quarterback of a now 10-2 football team who has played his way into MVP conversations. However many millions of people watch you in the morning to be the number one rated show, I guarantee, put your show on, and this is for any national media, this is for anybody in sports media. I don't care if it's YouTube, podcast, ESPN, FS1, whoever it is. Put your show on at the same time the sport that you cover is on. Guess who's going to do bigger numbers? If you want to talk about how big of a show you are, if you want to talk about how successful your show is, fine. You have a right to do that. Put your show on at the same time one of the sporting events that you cover is on. See who people go watch. See who people go watch. And I say all that to say is, it's a remember your place kind of thing. At no point are you ever bigger than the sport that you cover. If you are covering somebody, if you are reporting on someone, you need them, not the other way around. You need them. And that's really where this all fundamentally boils down to. And it's disappointing when it's former athletes, in this situation, Cam Newton and Ryan Clark, who are like, They know who First Take is, and they're joining in with Stephen A. And I get it. Now they get a paycheck from ESPN. They're a part of this. You guys should know. Cam, of anybody, should know the best, and that's really disappointing. And I've defended Cam Newton a lot over these last couple of months. I defended Cam when it was Cam versus Jalen Hurts. I thought that was insane. I've defended Cam from how great he played in 2015. I've done a lot of Cam Newton defending on this show. I really like Cam Newton. But it's insane to think that you are bigger or above the people that you are covering. Clinically insane. I'm on Drake May's side here. I mean, if you want to be a part of one of the coolest, most unique communities, don't forget to like and subscribe.